Hello, this is 96Tricky1, and today we are going to be showing you how to make your very own knife case. Okay, so let's get started. So what you're going to actually need for this knife case is actually just some tape, regular Scotch tape, either way, duct tape. I like to use duct tape better. Probably make it last a lot longer, and I think it'll make it look a little nicer with the finish, just as you see right here. Instead of having Scotch, I don't think that'll be very good. So use some duct tape, some paper, as you see, just regular Scotch paper. I don't know if I would use regular, writing paper. Might not be the best choice. And of course, last but not least, some scissors. Okay, so let's get started on this little project of mine. Okay, so what you first gonna need to do is, of course, get a knife. Any type of knife, doesn't even matter. It could actually be a big knife, small knife, any kind of knife. It doesn't even have to be a pocket knife, okay? I'm just using this because this is what I found lying around in my house. Okay, and it is mine. Alright, so, okay, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to get one single piece of paper. You're going to get your knife. Once again, okay, you're going to match it up. Pretty good, don't match it up all the way down here. You're going to match it up right when the sharp part of the knife ends. Because that's the most part you want to protect or keep away from your hands or whichever. However you want to say it. Then fold it over once. Make sure you fold it over the whole knife. Because if you don't, it's not going to look right. Alright, let me do this. Okay. Now, I don't know if you could see it. But as you can see, I folded it over my entire knife. And you could see the outline of the actual knife, if you can. Hopefully you can. Alright, so now what we're going to do is you're going to get your scissors. Be very careful. You don't want to cut your fingers. Like, I hope I don't, okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to start cutting the paper away carefully on the outline of wherever your knife is. Whew. Okay, boom. Alright, here's the outline of my knife. It's not the best. It doesn't have to be perfectly, and it could look a little rugged. It don't matter. Look, as you see, mine's a little rugged on the edges. That's fine. Okay, so now what you can do is you can put away your knife now. Your knife, you don't need it anymore. So you can just toss that aside. Or just place it aside. Whatever you want to do. I don't care. Okay. Alright. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get your duct tape, which I recommend mostly, then Scotch. And you're going to peel away a strip. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to start cut maybe about maybe an inch. Might be right here. Cut maybe an inch or just a little bit. So you see, I'm going to start cutting. Let me cut this real quick. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry. Cut it. Okay. So now when you got your piece of tape, duct tape, okay, you're going to get your little paper, and you're going to wrap it around it. Start from the bottom. Wrap it around, starting from the bottom, as you see. As you see, let me move it all the way to the bottom. Shoot. Right here. Sorry if my screen is out of focus a little. Okay, you're going to fold it all the way to you're going to try and fold it. You're going to leave the top alone for now. Now you're going to fold it you're gonna fold this part. Make sure it looks alright. Because if you fold it just together, it's not gonna look right. So now you're gonna fold it again, like that way, all the way around. You want this thing to be pretty thick. That's what I think. Okay. So now it's not gonna look perfectly what your knife looks like. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to get your scissors, cut off the piece that doesn't look right, the little piece that doesn't fit all together with the knife. Okay. So once you've done that, as you see, we got this piece now. So now we want to reinsure the place where you cut off that little, hangnail, if you want to call it. Just that little, not, what are we going to call those? The whatchamacallit, I don't care. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to get one more little piece of tape. You're going to get another piece of not even that much. Just a tiny, thin strip. Super tiny, thin strip, as you see. And you're going to wrap it around one more time. Near where you cut off that little extra piece. Don't wrap it around too much. But wrap it around just enough, because if you wrap it around too much, you have another extra little piece near it. Just kind of wrap downwards. As you see as I'm doing. Okay, now I reinforced it. So now it's going to be perfectly strong. Okay, so now what you want to do is we're going to get the tip right here. Okay, you're going to get, of course, once again, I know I'm saying this over again, once again, another little piece of tape. Cut it off, and with this piece, we're going to actually be doing this part right here. Okay, so you're going to think, well, if I wrap it around, it's not gonna look right, Mario. Well, we're gonna make it look alright. So don't worry about it. Just start wrapping. Okay? Okay, good. Good. You listen. Kind of wrap it around. Not too much. Not too little. You want this thing to be really strong. So then, if your knife ever, if you're ever using a knife and you need it to have the cover on, you're not going to want it to be all like, flimsy, and then it'll cut right through the knife if it's sharp enough. So we're going to get your knife. See, I can't see the outline of the paper anymore. So we're going to have to put the knife in there. Put it in the paper where the paper begins, as you see. Hello, wait. See the paper? You're going to put it right in there. Okay. Wrong way, because I'm pretty dumb sometimes. I'm still doing it the wrong way. Wow. That's my bad. Okay. So now I'm going to slide it in. Okay. Now I could kind of feel where it stops my knife. So now what I'm going to do is, it feels right here, so I'm going to cut that piece. So I'm going to get that. Make sure the pocket knife's all the way on there. And you're going to cut the piece where your knife stops at. And by the way, when you first put on the knife cover, it's going to be kind of hard to put it on fully. So kind of mess around with it and push it, and just like slide it in. You have to push really hard to get it in there. So now it's already all done, pretty much. So now the last step we're going to do for this knife case is we're going to wrap it around once more with duct tape, so it'll be super sturdy and it won't rip. Okay. Oh my gosh, I dropped my knife. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the knife back. I'm sorry. I dropped it. That was totally unprofessional of me, I guess. Alright, so now we're going to start reinforcing it, as I said, with your duct tape. So now I'm going to get a piece. It doesn't even have to be that thick, so we're going to make it pretty thin. We don't want a whole bunch of big pieces, because then you got to cut them off. Make sure they look right on the knife. So then you're going to start wrapping it upward. And another reason why we're taping it over again is because you see all those little things on your tape. That's why, because we want it to look, nice and smooth. As you see, it's starting to form like that in the bottom. It might not be as smooth as possible, but you can keep reinforcing it as much as you want. I wouldn't recommend doing a whole bunch of it, but okay. Let me cut this. Okay. Now, as you see, I'll put another piece right here, and I'll wrap upwards, but not too much, because then it'll look too funny. Alright. See how it's starting to look a little funny right here on the sides and stuff? We don't want that. So we're going to make a little incision. Jeez. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to finish it up. Super tiny, tiny thin piece to go at the top. Okay. As you see, there's a little piece that I've missed. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it at all. But anyways, it's starting to open a little. Now we gotta close it. So we're gonna do that. I kind of want to do it diagonally. There you go. Okay. Okay. So as you see, we kind of fix that. So now let me get that little piece. Okay. Now, as you see, we're all done. Your knife case is fully completed. As you see, it doesn't look half bad. This is the first one I actually ever did. This is the second one. So, the difference is, this one's probably a little bit bigger, because it's a little bit more looser. Which, you can do that. It doesn't matter. Either way, you can make it loose or very big. See, very, small and tight on the knife. I think small and tight might be a little better. It might be a little harder to put on or take off, but that means it's not going to slip off at any time, or it's not going to do something that you don't want it to. Like, maybe you picked it up and then the knife falls on your foot or something like that, or you pick it up and the knife goes along with your fingers, or the knife case, and you cut your whole thumb off, or, all this blood starts gushing out. So we don't want that. So this is why I like the smaller version. But anyways, alright, thanks for watching. This is how you make your own very knife case. Go tell your friends, like, subscribe, and go check out my Facebook. I made my own app page. We're having some problems with it right now. Technical difficulties. So don't use it. But go to my app page, like it, leave comments for more videos, or even leave messages on Facebook for more videos. Okay, I'll leave my Facebook account in the description. Alright, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Alright, see ya. Bye.